Welcome to third grade at Jackson Avenue. This video will be a brief introduction to our new Jackson Avenue families. My name is Dr. Gonzalez. I'm the principal of Jackson Avenue. Our assistant principal is Mr. Dominic Talapano, main office secretary Ms. Audrey Quinn. Here I have listed our contact information, including email and main office phone number for your convenience. Our school hours are 8:50 to 3:27. Drop-off is in the front of the school between 8:30 and 8:50 a.m. At the end of the day, if you're picking up your child, you can pick them up on the blacktop in the back of the school. Next year, we will have 10 third grade classes. 4 of those classes are dual language sections. We will average about 23 students per class. Ms. Maribel and Ms. Ortiz and I work together to place students appropriately. We do our best to create heterogeneous classes with both schools in mind. Here's an example of a typical third grader's schedule. Each day consists of a literacy block, a math block, a special, and periods for differentiated instruction such as guided reading and math skills. In addition, students have 1 hour for lunch and recess. 30 minutes will be for lunch and 30 minutes will be dedicated to recess. 5 classes eat first while the other 5 have recess, and then they switch. Our literacy program is integrated, meaning all social studies and science standards are taught alongside the reading and writing standards. You will notice a global theme in our third grade curriculum. For example, in our first unit, students will use their inferencing skills to determine why organisms in the environment, as well as characters in literature around the world, develop or exist by answering the question, how is one story shaped by his or her geography and culture? We will continue to use math expressions as our math program. In third grade, the focus is on the operations of multiplication and division. Here is the scope and sequence for our units throughout the year. In third grade, students will take the state assessments in ELA and math, which are typically given in the spring. As you saw on the schedule, students rotate through special area classes. They will have physical education 3 times in a 6-day cycle and will rotate through the other specials once in a 6-day cycle. In science lab, students will have the opportunity to do experiments and hands-on activities that relate to the science content being taught by the classroom teacher. In music, they'll participate in chorus and will be able to perform in the third grade concert at the end of the year. In library and media, students receive instruction in digital citizenship, research, as well as coding. They will also have the opportunity to peruse through our library and borrow books on a weekly basis. In art, students have the opportunity to show their creative side with Ms. Galino. There will be an art showcase as well at the end of the year for you to see their work. At Jackson Avenue, we have a unique learning space called Small Lab. The Small Lab is an interactive gamified system which allows students to manipulate the mat using special wands. We have many different types of games created that range from practicing your multiplication facts to analyzing cause and effect, as well as just some fun games to get kids moving. At their convenience, students come with their teacher throughout the year to play and use the Small Lab. One of the things that we're known for is our innovation through technology integration. We have been an Apple Distinguished School since 2015 and have won numerous awards in relation to our tech integration. We use many apps at Jackson Avenue that personalize learning for students. Some of them you might be familiar from Meadow and Hampton, and others will be introduced to you in September. One app, such as MathSpace, is a personalized app for math. Students can practice ongoing skills, be provided with remediation and enrichment as well. LightSail is an app that we use for reading. Provide students with their own library, which includes authentic literature. It sets reading goals for students and monitors their reading progress while they're reading. At Jackson, we offer a variety of clubs. Some are offered by the PTA, and some, such as Lego League, yoga, intramurals, and TED Ed, are offered by our teacher. In the fall, you will receive a menu of the different clubs that we will be offering, as well as times and dates for all the clubs so that you can choose. Here are some frequently asked questions along with the answers. One question I often get is, how is a child recommended for AGP, the Academically Gifted Program? All third graders are given the COGAT, the Test of Cognitive Abilities, in September. Any student with a composite score of 130 or above in the ninth STANINE will be recommended for the evaluation process. This will mean that students will be administered an additional IQ test as well as other recommendation letters from their teachers and principal. CW Post makes the final determination as to whether or not a child will be admitted into the program. If your child is admitted into AGP, they will receive instruction from our AGP teacher, who currently is Mr. Interrante, and that will be part of their daily schedule as well. Will my third grader have the opportunity to learn to play an instrument? Yes, information will be distributed in the fall. The orchestra and band teachers showcase the instruments so students can make an informative choice. You will then receive information on how to rent the instrument. Throughout the year, students will then receive instrumental lessons that become part of their weekly program. Do students still learn cursive writing? Absolutely. Students are still taught cursive. And as you will see, many activities throughout the day still require paper and pencil. Each student will receive a blue composition book where they will practice writing in cursive in school and at home. How can you be involved? Well, first, follow us on Twitter at Jackson_AVE. Don't miss out on pictures, important announcements, and there are even live broadcasts from our school throughout the year. Attend monthly PTA meetings. These will be indicated on our school calendar so you can make note of when to attend. In addition, each month I send out a parent newsletter called the Jackson Journal. It will contain information about what is happening around the school, pictures from our students, as well as even articles from the students themselves at times. Join the PTA and volunteer if you can. You can contact our PTA at jacksonavenuepta@gmail.com. More information will be sent to you regarding our activities throughout the year that are available for volunteers. We are always available for you to answer any questions and address any concerns that you have. My suggestion would be, any classroom issues, contact the classroom teacher first. He or she is most capable and willing to address any concerns that you have regarding things going on in the classroom. If there are any recess or bus issues, you can contact Mr. Talapano. For curriculum questions, you can be sure to contact me, again at my email or by calling the main office. We do our best to respond to you as soon as we can, definitely within 24 hours. Stay tuned for more information as to what next year will look like. We are so looking forward to meeting you and hope to have some face-to-face meeting time before school begins.